Hello, students and parents. In this lesson video, we will be doing a reading assignment based on the book You Will Be My Friend. We've been covering it this week. So let's go ahead and get started. So for this assignment, we're going to be going over the vocabulary that was found within the book. So just a couple words that students could have trouble reading or knowing when reading other books in the future. So first things first, always put your date at the top of your page. So today's date is August 25th, 2020. Okay. And then you're going to set up your page by splitting it down the middle and making a T like that. So now this is going to be for You Will Be My Friend. It's just shortened because it's a really long title, but you Will Be My Friend book, and this is the vocabulary. Okay, so you should have your T and your title and the date. And then in between, on the bottom here, we're going to put our frequency words that we're focusing on this week, that students should know automatically or should be at least reviewing after school. We do go over them during class time for phonics, but it's also helps us a lot if you parents review these words, the frequency words, with your child as well. Any extra help that can be done is great. It just keeps supporting students to be successful and keep moving forward. So anyways, going back to this, our first word we're going to do is critter. C-R-I-T-T-E-R, critter, and then we're going to put a line. We're going to do the next word, introduce. I-N-T-R-O-D-U-C-E, introduce. And the next word is ridiculous. R-I-D-I-C-U-L-O-U-S. And then our last word is hopeless. H-O-P-L-E-S-S, hopeless. Okay, then we're going to draw pictures on the side and along with a 1 to 2 word definition of each of these words. So for critter in the story, the bear, her name's Lucy, and she wants to go find a friend. That's her goal in the book, is to go make a friend, a new friend. And so she refers to the different people or animals as critters. So a critter is an animal. So Lucy is a bear. So she was looking for other critters, other animals that she could befriend. And so we wrote the word animal as our definition, and then we drew a picture of, you could draw like a hedgehog, you could draw a bunny, pretty much any type of little woodland creature that you'd like to go for critter. And we also discussed that it was mainly critters are found in the woods and in forests. They're not really found in other places. So woods and forests is what we were looking at. The next one is introduce. And for introduce, it took a little while, but we eventually came to the decision that introduce means to meet somebody. M-E-E-T-S-O-M-E-B-O-D-Y. Excuse me. You're going to meet somebody. So we drew 2 people just talking to each other because they're meeting each other for the first time. We talked about how when we meet new family members, or if you're making a new friend or meeting a new person overall, that's what introduces. You're introducing, you're going to meet them. And then for ridiculous, we used the word silly. We also said crazy, a mess, like if you're just kind of a bit of a mess, that also is ridiculous as well. But we decided silly was the best word. And then we drew a little clown to go with our picture there. And then I'm just gonna write ha next to it. And then for hopeless, we drew a person falling asleep because hopeless means to give up, means you're not gonna do it anymore. You're just gonna stop doing whatever it is and you're gonna give up. And so we wrote the word give up, and we drew a person laying down sleeping because they gave up. And in the story, Lucy was laying down and she was like looking exhausted and tired, so she was giving up. Okay, and then we colored in all these pictures to make them look pretty, because in our notebooks we want them to stand out and pop. So please make sure that you color the pictures as well. You can color the whole thing, but especially the pictures, please color those. And at the bottom we have our frequency words. These are words that kids should just know, and for this week we have a couple, but in the book we found the word A was, he, my, and I. Those were the words we found, frequency words we found in the story. So that is going to conclude our reading lesson for today. Students just need to write down these vocabulary words and draw pictures with each of them and write a word. I know some students were saying, do we have to draw a picture? And yes, students do need to draw a picture, because we're still learning how to read. And if students knew how to read these words, then we would just write the words. But since students don't know how to write the word yet, sorry, they don't know how to read the word yet, we're going to have to draw pictures for now. And plus, it's always good to have a picture next to a word, so that might help you read it easier or identify. Okay, so this is going to conclude our video. If you have any questions, please let Ms. Colosso and I know, and I'll talk to you later.